Hey, I'm Trent Noel. I'm the owner of Cutz-N-Restore Images. Yeah, and I'd like to thank CGI for coming aboard and being a partnership with us about them doing this video shoot of our testimonies. Let me give you a few minutes just to tell you about how I arrived at this point. I think back in probably when I was about 10 or 11, I had the desire to wanting to be a barber. And so since that time, I really felt inspired and felt that desire to really want to learn what it is to become a barber. So as time went on, back in 2008, I decided to really take it seriously and went to cosmetology, where I went to cosmetology school. And so since then, I worked on the business, worked on understanding the ins and outs of the barber industry. And so shortly right after that time of me going to school, I found a shop locally here in Stafford called KT's. And that's where I begun my venture on becoming a barber. At that time, I really learned the business. I perfect my craft. I built clientele, and at that same time, I went and got state license, which I became licensed as a barber, and so everything went well. I was at that particular place at KT's for 10 years. Then back in 2018, I had a moment where we all had those moments where we want to kind of say, hey, a transitional. So for me at that time, it was either work at another barbershop or to open my own. And so in 2018, in February, I decided to open my own establishment, and this is where we are. Cutz-N-Restore Image was born. So in 2018, we opened up at 3337 Fall Hill, which is in Fredericksburg. And that time it's now getting to being a barber. Now I'm learning the ropes of what it is to be an owner. So that had many challenges, but it was fun. It was a challenge itself. And I thought, I really believed that we did really well. And then so back in 2021, I decided to open my second location, which is where we're here right now currently at 316 White Oak Road. So with that, it's just really about growing. It's about continuing to cast a vision of what Cutz-N-Restore Image is. It's about us being the benchmark, which I would like to think and believe that we are really setting the bar high here at Cutz-N-Restore Images. All my barbers that has worked with me or continue to work with me is all about building one another up, encouraging one another, really giving people, and I think with me, one of the desires of me deciding to open my own business was really about really wanting barbers to really know the fullness of what this industry is about. Really understand what it is to be self-employed and being an entrepreneur. And so that was one of many things that excited me about being an owner. Yes, with ownership, it can be very challenging. It can be very taxing because you have so much on your plate. You have so many demands and so many accountabilities and responsibilities of being an owner. But at the same time, I love every minute of it because, again, remember, this journey started when I was 10 years old. And this looking back from then and now, it's just been an amazing ride. It's been a blessing. God has been awesome. And we continue to still build. We still have many high hopes for Cutz-N-Restore Image. And so that's my story.